Disney Pixel RPG is still brand new on the scene and no one really knows for certain who the best characters are, but luckily we do have some pro gacha gamers putting their lists out there for us to analyze. So without wasting too much time, let's check out the Disney Pixel RPG tier list. Now this tier list is a little unorthodox. Since not all characters have been fully evaluated and the meta hasn't quite developed, the list only goes from rank B to rank SS. Normally I'd rearrange the ranks to fit a nice F through S format, but for now we're just going to go with what they have here for us. Starting with the B tier as the lowest tier on the list, we have 13 characters, but just because they're the lowest ranked doesn't mean that they're bad. Each character still has their own niche to fill and can be useful when fully built. In fact, an entire team of B tiers can accomplish practically everything in the game regardless, so if your favorite character is in this tier, just take it with a grain of salt. So in B tier we have Tinkerbell, Eeyore, Bronze Mickey, Pinocchio, Bronze Donald, Tigger, Stitch, Marie, Dale, Chip, Silver Goofy, Minnie Mouse, and Silver Mickey. Seems like a lot of single target attackers and level 1 buffers. My personal recommendation from this tier is Tinkerbell. Since there's currently no cost to fail a stage, you can just retry over and over until you get perfect RNG from her crit rate buff and your carry gets all critical hits. It's not the best strategy, but it certainly makes for slow and consistent climbing. Next is the A tier. There's only 4 characters in this tier, each with their own unique role to fill. These characters must have stood out a bit in order to escape the B tier and land a slot up here. And in the A tier we have Piglet, Dumbo, Flynn Rider, and Pluto. We can't forget about all the buffs available from Dumbo, so my personal recommendation from this tier is Dumbo, as he can help your progression through dodge RNG. Employing the same strategy as Tinkerbell, we can just try and try again until we dodge every attack. But seriously, don't sleep on these guys just because they're not S rank. They're all perfectly viable to build and use. And speaking of the S tier, we got 12 characters in here to look at. These guys will probably yield a bit more return for your investment. You'll quite often see a few of them on some of the strongest teams out there. And in the S tier we have Peter Pan, DJ Mickey, Baymax, Bronze Goofy, Gold Mickey, Pooh Bear, Nick, Judy, Genie, Rapunzel, Aurora, and Daisy Duck. This tier seems to include higher levels of healing and team buffs. It wasn't easy picking a recommendation out of all these, but eventually I think I landed on Genie, because a level 2 attack buff can really set you up for a good sweep, which comes in clutch on those 4 wave stages. It's perfect for setting up your carry for a huge attack. And finally, the double S tier. Using these guys is likely the most effective tactic available for now. Since there's only 3 here, let's just get them out there. Our double S tier characters are Gold Donald Duck, Maleficent, and Mulan. Each of these has their own battle mechanics that are very powerful, but after a long thinking session, I'd say my personal recommendation would be both Maleficent and Mulan. Maleficent has incredible AoE damage that comes with an AoE defense break for even more damage. Plus her attack buff with a smaller party, which means she can be paired with Genie for unprecedented area of effect damage. But Mulan can constantly dish out 2 attacks on every turn, which is ideal for bosses. Having a team of basic attackers is 100% viable in this game, and Mulan capitalized on that immensely. She's a serious boss killer, and so far the bosses are the hardest part of the game. And that was the Disney Pixel RPG tier list. Of course, as we gather more information, I foresee a lot of placements swapping around. If there's someone you think needs a different rating, please let us know in the comments. Hopefully after some time we can get a more accurate tier list going, and we'll have to revisit it when that happens. Thanks so much for watching, and if you left a like on this video, feel free to subscribe or join my Discord, but other than that y'all, that's gonna do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later, bye.